The Courting by Meinekeime. 19 years later. Harry's point of view. I'm going to move out and into Grindelwald's place. I choke on my potatoes. Why is that, Cass? My husband asked our oldest child. Her black eyes pierced through us while she pushed her black locks behind her ears. She looked a lot more like Draco's side of the family because of the obvious reasons, but even more like a green ant that had trained her the last 5 years in Shadow Mage magic and techniques. Alice will turn 17 in 2 months, she answered dismissively. Ah, Lady Potter Black is after the vampire. My second oldest teased his sister. That earned him a strangulation of his shadow. It might have been an empty threat under siblings, but I knew what my daughter was able to do with her powers. Your sister knows what she wants at least, young man. When are you going to marry Scorpius? I lectured my son. He had white hair and gray eyes. He was basically a replica of his father, but he had colored a patch of his hair dark to fit the hair color with his twin sister, Cornvius. Both of them were dominant Veelas, 18 years of age. They had hated that they didn't look alike, so they had started to color their hair when they turned 15, one brown and the other white. Scorpius was aiming to replace his father in the company, while Cornvius had a deep passion for teaching and was studying so he could open an elementary school in the village. They gave each other a look and said, "The second Elias has finished his courting, we need to make sure there will be a good man taking care of him." Oh yes, our youngest Elias. He had brown, warm eyes and brown hair like his great-grandmother. He was attending Boxton like all his siblings before him. He was an artist through and through. He was often helping me tailor things. He will be 17 in 2 months. He was a submissive Veela. It was the day he would start his courting. Last year he had told us that some years after questioning, he found out that he preferred men, making him the second queer child in our family. I'm sure that until now, all males in his school had expected dirty looks from my twins' gay people when someone just looked at their younger brother. When his brothers mentioned his love life, he shrunk together, blushing. The twins had really overprotected him. I knew that if something happened to me and my husband, they wouldn't be able to touch my youngest, because his brothers and sister would watch over him. I was happy for my 4 amazing children, and my even greater husband. In our 19 years of marriage, we didn't experience any crises. We were as close as ever. After I gave birth to Elias, I started to work as a seamstress because that's what I loved doing. And I could work from home, just being a stay-at-home mom. How about we go upstairs and have some calm-down sex? Draco whispered in my ear. I nodded eagerly and stood up, vaguely realizing that Willie was clearing the table quickly, not liking to leave his pregnant partner alone. He and Toppy had 5 children until now, 2 still living with them and 3 had left us to work, replacing them with Nikki and JC. They were most likely cleaning right now. I ran upstairs, my crazy husband behind me, ready to forget the shock from before. That is the end of The Courting, the very first book up on my channel, and it's finally over, and I'm sad to see it go. But a new book by Meinekeime will be on my channel very soon. Please go check out their account. The link is in the description. I hope you like this story.